Politics tonight, though, you know? Somebody says I should talk about Sneako and Aiden and them dudes. Let me see what happened. Sneako and Aiden. Sneako and Aiden. What's going on? Sneako goes in on Aiden. What? Let me see.
So just recently a clip went viral. I shared it on my Instagram where Sneako is standing there and I show Speed and Kai Cenat just walk past him without any acknowledgement. A woman says about stopping to say something to him and they look like they just rejected him.
Yeah. Can you please wait with Sneako?
Yes. Okay, perfect. They're with you?
Yes.
Have fun, guys.
By the way, shout out to Shorty here. She works for Rumble. She's the one who got me in as well, too.
Okay.
Sneako's surrounded by the Rumble people. You'll see Rumble on their hats and shit. I don't know why the fuck them niggas just walk by him like that, though.
Thank you.
Now, some people on my video and me myself thought this might have been unintentional. They just walked past him. They was busy, didn't realize, because when you're caught up in the moment, you don't really look around you and pay attention to everyone. But Sneako went on a little rant, basically just going at them and saying that he's too risky to associate their brand with. He said this.
Their manager said in their ear, you know this, I know this, and everybody watching knows this. They completely ghosted you, Aiden, because you were brand risky, because you weren't profitable to hang out with. What happened to the friendship there? You know who was there? You know, it was like Kai, when you got accused of a rape allegation, when last year, New Year's Eve, when they tried to accuse you of grape, who was there on stream defending you while everybody else was silent? Well, everybody else was like, what? I immediately defended you because I know that they try to do that to successful men. As soon as you get to the next path in life, they try to bring up some false allegations, and I defended you, Kai.
I actually covered that whole Kai Cenat situation on the channel as well. That blew over really quickly. It was his friend at a party was accused of certain things, being an allegation. It was very serious, and Sneako is saying he defended him. A lot of people did defend Kai because it was nothing to do with him. It was his mate. But Sneako making a point here that he had defended him in the past.
Then you walk right in front of me. Aiden, same thing. When you got canceled, these people were not your friends. They only fuck with you when it's profitable for them. This whole influencer shit is like high school times 10. It's all the giant popularity contest. There's no loyalty whatsoever. They smile and do a little dance and bark, but none of them actually even like each other. They only pretend to so that they can get more money and fame. It's all fake. And so if you notice that this is not messing with whatever you're doing, take it as a sign that you're doing something right, bro. It's all a play.
So obviously Aiden Ross has done streams with Sneako in the past. They spoke about the Andrew Tate situation.
They didn't see me. You know, it's about 6 inches in front of me.
I think the main narrative being pushed on social media is that Kai Cenat, Speed, and even
they try to lump me in with these other influencers. I want to reiterate right now, I am not like these other niggas, man. I am not like one of these other influencers. I'm not them. Sean Strickland doesn't seem to understand that. A lot of the people in the MMA community, they think that they're lumping me in there. Bro, the only videos that they allow of me on YouTube right now are videos of me getting punched in the face. The Random Dawa Muslim channel, they're deleting every single video off of their channel because I'm speaking positively about Islam. If I'm ever clipped in a positive way on YouTube, they take it down.
It's an interesting point that Andrew Tate got cancelled on social media, but shortly after, so did Sneako because he was so outspoken.
Blurred. They need to call me Sneaky-O on TikTok. Sneaky. They can't use my real name. That's how censored I am. I stream on Rumble. Who else streams on Rumble? My generation. Who else is doing it? The people that they put at the front.
That's another good point from Sneako. Rumble and Kick.
The people that they shove in front of Dana White. You know, like, hey, here's the influencers. They put me on the other side. And I'm the one streaming on Rumble every day. Every day. But they put these guys, Kai and Speed, who stream like, what do they stream, like 6 times? They walk out the red carpet for them. I get it. I get it. They're not a brand risk. They're, you know, they're jumping around, they're dancing. They're not going to speak about anything that is going to cause a problem. Right? They're not gonna, nobody's gonna, you know what to expect when you get them. But don't call me one of these influencers when I'm not one of them. We're not in the same category. That's not a superiority thing. I have to be in the different section. People are afraid that I might ask a question that's gonna lose them a brand deal.
Kai Cenat recently secured a huge bag getting a brand deal with Nike, and it's a fair point, but I don't think it's the whole situation. People can just fall apart and not agree or have lifestyles that match.
Some points were made by Sneako. Still Sneako. By the way, I like all these guys. You know, Sneako, Kai, Speed, and even Aiden. One thing I'll just say, the only thing that breaks up his like narrative is that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Aiden is the Sneako of the three. Like the top three, everybody knows the top three streamers are Kai, Speed, and Aiden. Aiden is the Sneako of those three. Like he's the person they look at as a brand risk. He's the person who kind of seems to be persona non grata, if you know what that means. But still, you know, he still collaborates with Speed and Aiden, you know, because they're friends, right? So again, even if I'm supposed to believe what Sneako says, and I do actually agree with a lot of what he's saying, Kai is very brand friendly. Speed, even despite certain things that he's done, is still there because the kids love him and they've made him like whatever. But Aiden is not that. Nigga, they look at Aiden like he's a piece of shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah. You're not seeing brands run to Aiden like, hey, Aiden, we want you to. No, they look at him like, no. So, again, the same way how you're looked at, Sneako, he's kind of looked at. And I know he wasn't the guy who walked past you. It was actually, you know, Kai and Speed. And I don't know, like, I still kind of want to feel like they didn't do it maliciously. But it's a possibility maybe they did. You know, maybe they just didn't want to be on your stream, you know, or maybe they just don't fuck with you, right? And potentially, and here's the thing, you know, even as you say that, when you have a stance, it's kind of like me, right? It's kind of like me, right? Like, we can't play victim necessarily when we know how we're making our way, right? Like, for example, I'm the outspoken guy in hip hop. I'm not the guy who's like, oh, hey, just invite me to your little like listening session. A lot of these guys, they like me. A lot of these guys hate me, right? What does that mean in turn? You're not going to see me hanging out with a bunch of these guys. And a bunch of these guys, you won't hear speak positively of me, right? Now, does my voice still resonate? Of course. But if you want to see acting all the mixy shit, I'm probably not going to be there, right? You know what I mean? There's a lot of niggas who are popular who don't like me, and I don't care for them neither. So, again, it kind of comes a part of it. You know, you have to pick your struggle and you got to pick your path. And I think the path you've picked before, you know, I think the only thing for Sneako is that Sneako historically has gone from thing to thing. Like he was Red Pill at first and then he went on to some other shit. As you're going from thing to thing and you're almost like recreating yourself, the shit you did over there still matters. Like, people still remember when you was wilding with Nick Fuentes or whoever the fuck that nigga is. You know what I mean? They still remember when you was on that arc. And that's what's coming back to bite you, right? Again, you've done a lot of things. So, you know, you can't really be mad at it. You got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to take what comes with it, right? And again, I think I told him this in person. Bro, if you really think that they really ignored you like that, bro, holler at those boys, man. Like, they're men too. You know, just, you know, you could reach out. I'm pretty sure he talked to them before. You could reach out and shit. If then you get that energy in a private reach out, I think that's when, you know, you could address it publicly too. But I want to give those guys some graces to hope that they weren't on some fuck shit because, you know, yeah. Anyway, what do y'all think about that? Somebody says, I'm not losing a brand sponsor for someone named Sneako. You crazy. Someone says Speed is corny. Speed is like an international superstar. I mean, I actually think he's the biggest streamer. Like, globally, he's the biggest streamer, if you ask me. I think Kai is the biggest, you know, within the U.S., and he's like the most popular. But if the person who's probably, his name is known all around the world, I probably think it's Speed. Someone says Sneako do be racist sometimes. Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these things come back to haunt you, right? And you got to take the good with the bad. bro, you think at times I don't be like, yo, look at this guy getting, like, this guy who I think I'm in either the same league or I might be bigger than, he's getting these opportunities. But then I realized that, bro, you talk shit and clown everybody in the fucking game. You think they're going to be like, hey, like, let's have you in these, like, certain positions where they want to have the guy who's non-controversial and just, like, fun or funny? No, bro. So you're going to just, bro, be cool with where you're at. Like, hopefully you've built an empire in a mountain where you're at that you don't want to. They used to be saying this to me like, yo, you just be mad because you don't get invited to the table. Shit. At this point, nigga, I'll control the narrative. Whatever tables they got going on, that y'all bunny hopping over there, selling y'all souls, sucking each other dick. I made them tables look corny. I'm cool where I'm at. You feel me? I'm good. But trying to be accepted. And by the way, honestly, truth be told, I did spend a lot of time in this industry trying to be accepted. I wanted to be, you want to, because you have this thing or this thought of what success is or what being a part of the game is. Like, it took me a while to even acknowledge I was a part of the industry, because I thought being a part of the industry was being a part of this boys club. And I still don't feel like I'm a part of it. But I realized, fuck that. As long as you have an impact on the industry, you are in the industry. You get what I mean? It's not a club. It's not a kumbaya. It's not everybody just like hanging out. It's, do you have an impact on it? But there was a lot of times I was like, oh, no, okay, I'm trying to. So, I guess my message to Sneako is, bro, you've developed a thing about you and you've developed a path. And hopefully in you developing that path, that's how you honestly feel. The only way you should be upset if you said things, you did things, you agreed with things that you didn't genuinely were willing to die on that hill. If you only did it for entertainment, or you were following other people, or you wanted to be other people, that's where it should bother you. But if you are being yourself, man, fuck everybody, bro. You just got to do what you got going on. And respectfully speaking, you're a big streamer. You pull 20,000 people when you're live. Yeah, I get it. Kai pulls 80,000 and Speed pulls 100,000 and Aiden pulls 90,000. But it might not be in the cards for you to be the biggest streamer. You know what I mean? That's what you also have to accept. Like, what's meant for you is for you. So what you've created, maybe the max is like 20, 30K. Fuck it. Ride out. You know what I mean? Somebody said all Sneako's problems are self-inflicted. Yeah, well, you got to take accountability, of course. 100%. Somebody said, my question is, what makes these little niggas so popular? It's just entertainment for like this new generation that, to be honest, they want to just watch people for hours. Like, even, that's why I even tell you, like, I'll just hit a 5-hour mark now. At least if you've been on Rumble watching me, I've been live for 5 hours. Shit, yo, Speed? No, not Speed. Well, not Aiden. He's not as consistent as Kai. Yo, Kai streams for like 8 to 10 hours every day. This is probably the longest he ain't streamed because he probably just came from Super Bowl and went straight to All-Star. But once he's back, he's going to be streaming every day. You feel what I'm saying? So these guys put in a lot of work, and also the newer generation of how they're consuming content. There was a time where people didn't watch podcasts, and then people were like, no, shit, I got a long drive or whatever, I'm going to put on a podcast. These days, a lot of people that I'm going to put on a stream. The same reason why you watch me, there's a demographic that watches them just for different reasons. A lot of y'all watch me for conversation about urban shit, hip-hop, cultural shit. People watch them for different reasons, but kind of this similar type of sentiment. So it is what it is, Somebody said you want to see me on a Rumble exclusive with a Taste. I mean, well, the Taste didn't invite me, but like Fresh and Fit invited me to Romania with them recently. I couldn't make it, but that was good. Yeah. Hey, if y'all, well, first of all, I know I don't stream enough, or I don't stream a lot. Do you know how much hours these guys stream for? Like, matter of fact, I think the average amount of hours, right? Like, so the average amount of hours for me a month that I stream for is probably like 60 or so. The average amount of hours that Aiden does, no, not Aiden, I keep saying Aiden, Kai does is like 3 times that. Like he's doing 150 hours. Then you have like a nigga like XQC. He's gonna do 200 easy. Like these people are baked into people's lives. Like for example, like I know a lot of y'all have a deeper connection with me. Like even more than when I used to make those little short videos, those 4-minute videos, because yo, you're watching me for 5 hours, right? If you watch me for 5 hours, even 3 times a week, like at a certain point, you're like, yo, this is my nigga, bro. Like this is like my friend, right? These guys are streaming way more than me. Like these guys are literally locked in. Like Kai literally streams 150 hours a month. 3 times what I do. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Somebody said he signed to that Twitch contract. Anyway, chat, I'm going to get off of here, man. It's almost 3 o'clock. I do appreciate you guys. We do have a streak going on, 2 in a row. Hopefully tomorrow I will be on slightly a bit earlier, but we're going to still have the same stream going on. We're going to talk about any topics we didn't talk about today. We're going to keep it light, keep it fun. You know, I think we kind of almost caught up, but you know, if I get to stream earlier tomorrow, I get to cover stuff in real time rather than covering stuff later on. So I do want to appreciate you guys for really coming out, watching the stream, checking everything out, listening to me tell the stories about my life and other people's lives, and also me trying to get y'all to laugh and have some type of humor in your world, okay? If you guys haven't yet, it's the only thing I'll ask. The Academy.shop, let's go there. We still got like, I think they're going to be on for a couple more days. We still got Valentine's Day t-shirts and also the mystery box, which is like the dopest thing that we've ever offered, which is, you know, if you ever want, you could get a shot glass, a chat nigga hoodie, anything that is, you know, some really dope shit. Regardless, please go check that out. And I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay? Peace out, people. Have a good night.